Do you guys want to see a never before seen Warlock build that totally has not been done every season since the inception of this exotic? Well, don't worry, I got you with this never before seen Arc Warlock build that utilizes the Fallen Sunstar exotic. I know what you're thinking. Wow, this is crazy. I've never seen this exotic get used before. I know, right? It seems like a relic lost to time, but you should definitely try this out. Starting in our subclass here, we're going to be going with the Chaos Reach, Healing Rift, Burst Glide, or I guess whatever glide you want, Ball Lightning, and then Pulse Grenades for our utilities. And then our aspects are going to be both Arc Soul as well as Electrostatic Mind. Arc Souls are going to give you that little ball buddy that shoots every enemy around you, and then Electrostatic Mind is allow us to create more ionic traces to build into that unknown exotic Fallen Sunstar. Our fragments are going to be Spark of Shock to jolt targets with our grenades, then Spark of Brilliance. When we defeat a blinded target with precision damage, we'll create a blinding explosion, which is going to pair nicely with Spark of Beacons, which is while we're amplified, our arc special weapon final blows are going to create that blinding explosion to pair into Brilliance. And then finally, we're going to go with Spark of Magnitude, so our arc grenades last a little bit longer. The stats we want to focus on here are going to be Resilience as the #1 priority, then Recovery, and then Discipline. To be honest though, Discipline isn't even that important, but if you want to focus on 3 stats, then these are the 3. I would mainly focus towards Resilience and Recovery though, because our ability regen with this build is crazy good. Now, there are tons of options for weaponry to accompany this build, so let's start in the kinetic slot. A primary that gives you the ability to stun a certain champion would be great, whether that be an auto rifle or a bow for anti-barrier, a scout for unstoppables, or a hand cannon for overload. The reason I only mention primary weapons here is because of the nerf to double special this season. However, if you choose to run one of the exotics, which I recommend, then you could run a fusion rifle for unstoppables here, since trace rifles are the most ideal when it comes to running a double special build, which is what one of the energy slot exotics I recommend is, that being Cold Heart. Cold Heart allows us to create ionic traces periodically by damaging enemies with this weapon, but you could also choose to bring along Delicate Tomb as your energy slot exotic too, since that weapon also creates ionic traces with final blows. In your heavy slot, I would recommend bringing along your favorite Arc Heavy. A few that I enjoy would be Hothead for a rocket, Wendigo for a GL, or the Song of Iriut from Crota's End for an LMG. Now, our artifact allows us to play with balls this season, so grab Elemental Orbs Arc to grab those juicy jolting balls. Refreshing Pickups could be a good one to pair with the balls to allow for even more ability regen. And then finally, Monochromatic Maestro to buff our damage with arc weapons even more when we deal damage with an elemental ability that matches our weapon type. Finally, for the armor mods that are going to accompany this build, starting with the exotic Fallen Sunstar helmet, it's going to be Ashes to Assets, Harmonic Siphon, and then Radiant Light. We're throwing Radiant Light on here just to help our teammates out a little bit and to use up one of those last 2 slots on the helmet. Our gauntlets are going to have both bolstering detonation and then firepower, so we can create more orbs when we get kills with our grenades, as well as get class ability regen when we deal damage with a grenade. On our chest piece, throw some resistance mods on so we can stay alive just a little bit longer. On the boots, go for a triple arc weapon surge so that we can get the most out of our arc weapon damage, and pair with Monochromatic Maestro to get to that ×4 weapon damage. Finally, ending it off here on the class item, we're going to go with a Reaper to create orbs after using our class ability, and then Time Dilation to make those armor charges last a little bit longer. I know this is a super unheard of and off-meta build to use, but trust me, it fries. It's one of my favorite Warlock builds with a crazy amount of ability spam available to you with the Fallen Sunstar, so definitely go grab this exotic from Raoul if you've already unlocked it, or a Lost Sector, and try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think of the build, or if you have any suggestions that you would like to utilize in this build yourself. Thank you for making it to the end of the video here, and if you want to check out some more of my content, be sure to head to the description and check out my TikTok for short form content, and my Kick stream or live streaming content where I stream 5 days a week, playing with my community, helping with raids, GMs, dungeons, or even getting to that lighthouse. Also, if you're looking for some extra energy in your life to get you through the workday or to go hit a juicy lift, check out Freshen Up. They make incredible energy drinks that help you get through the day while providing no crash and have great ingredients. Use code WALZER for 30% off your order until 9/24. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.